The Eagles 2025 schedule just dropped. We're going to go over it. We're going to go game by game, give a win-loss total, and see how it all turns out. But we already know how it's going to turn out at the end. You see that little logo, that Eagles logo in the corner, and you see the two Lombardis? Yeah, it's about to be a third. Yeah. We're going to talk about it, though. Let's get it.
You didn't want to give us nothing, so therefore we got to go take it. I don't need to say no more. Give me my darn theme music. What the hell are you doing?
Larry!
Larry, you can't just... Oh,
Larry! Oh, are you all right? How did you...
Larry! Right, what's going on here? Oh,
Sir, I'm arrested. Arrest! Oh!
Welcome to the DY Prize channel. I'm your guy, DY Fly. What it do? Yeah, man. The Eagles schedule just dropped, and everybody on Twitter is just talking about how tough the schedule is. We already knew the opponents, but man, just looking at it again, I don't know. The league, the league must got something out for us. I don't know what we did to Roger Goodell or the schedule makers, but you know what? It's been worth it. You know, we've been dancing on these other franchises' graves since the Super Bowl for the past couple months. Yeah, man. I've been enjoying it. I'm not going to lie. This schedule is kind of outlandish. I don't remember the Chiefs ever having a schedule this tough coming off of a Super Bowl win. And I saw a tweet that said that this is the fourth toughest schedule in the league. Now, I need to see the other three. All right? I need to see the other three because we pretty much got all our enemies except the 49ers and the Ravens. All right? And that's new. Ravens fans, I don't know what's going on with y'all, but y'all need to chill out. We root for y'all, and y'all bugging out. But we got to put you in your place because our quarterback has gotten the job done and yours hasn't. We root for him. We don't want to pull out the receipts. We root for him, but don't make us take off that belt, all right? You're not in a position to talk. Just stop. Anyway, moving on. Let's go through it. Week 1. Against the Dallas Cowboys, or should I say the Cowgirls, these bums. I don't care if they have George Pickens. I don't care if they bring Michael Irvin out of retirement. I don't care if they get Dez Bryant, all them old any 88. Don't matter. They about to catch an ass whooping. We about to drop the banner on their neck, right? They get to sit in the presence of greatness and watch what a champion looks like. They get to see it up close with their eyes. Yeah, man. Dak, I don't know. I don't care if he's healthy. I don't care if he's in the best shape of his life. Our team is the best from top to bottom. Vic, he's going to be ready. He picked out the groceries. He's ready to cook. Our offense, Jalen Hitman Hurts.
The excellence of execution.
2K Say, Swole Batman, and Finn Diesel. All of them. They're going to be ready to go. The offensive line, everybody's back in action and ready to catch a body. So the link is going to be super lit. And we definitely going to catch a body week 1. It's a dub. Week 2 against the Chiefs. It's in Arrowhead. It's a 4 o'clock game. I don't understand how the Super Bowl rematch is at the loser's house. When does that ever happen? I don't know. Like I said, I think the league is against us for whatever reason. But you know what? They definitely want to get some get back. Patty, I know he's going to be laser focused. I think we're going to be laser focused because I know we just can't go over to the West Coast and then be lollygagging, you know? So I think our team's going to bring it, and we got to put we got to take our belt off for Patty again and put him in the dirt. So we're getting another dub against Patty, Andy Reid, and the Chiefs. That's right. Moving on to week 3, a home game against the LA Rams. It's a 1 o'clock game. They want some get back as a fan base, as a team. we definitely had respect for their defensive end, Jared Verse. He came and he talked his talk during the playoffs and he walked his walk. So that's somebody that we do respect. But, we know they coming with the firepower. They just got Devontae Adams. They gonna have Puka Nacua if he can stay healthy. Sean McVay, he a little bit overhyped, but he's still a good head coach. He got a chip. Matt Stafford, a little bit overhyped, but he got a chip. They're not coming in our house and getting a dub. That's not happening. So we're going to have to put them in their place again. 2K say he might go for another 200. I don't know, but it's going to be another Eagles dub. Mark it. Book it. Week 4 against the Tampa Bay Bucks. It's in Tampa. They have been a thorn in our side since we got Jalenhurts. Actually, you know what? They've been a thorn in our side since 2002. I'm not going to lie, yo. They won't go away, and the schedule makers just keep putting them on our schedule. We're going to have to show that we can get it done against them, all right? We keep losing for one reason or another. Last year, everybody seemed like they were hurt. Lane Johnson was hurt. AJ Brown was hurt. I think devontasmith was hurt. Everybody was hurt, yo. We had a couple people on the defensive side that was hurt. The Kingslayer, Cooper DeJean.
Kingslayer!
The Kingslayer!
He hadn't started yet, so I think we'll be ready for this game. I know the Tampa Bay Bucks, they drafted a couple people. They got some firepower, and they're going to be ready to play. And mad respect to Todd Bowles, too. He was one of the coaches that voted against banning the tush push.
It's a rugby element, but at the same time, when a team gets something that they're good at, you got to learn how to stop it. I don't think the first thing you can do is try to take it out of the ball game, because that takes away the creativity of everybody trying to do everything else. So you got to learn how to stop it. Until we learn how to stop it, they're going to continue. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
He said it himself. Mad respect to Coach Bowles, but this one is tough. I'm gonna say we gonna find a way to win. It might be a rock fight. I think it'll be close. I think it'll be a good game, but I think we're going to pull it out. Week 4, Tampa Bay Bucks. They are catching the L. Eagles get the dub. Week 5 against the Broncos. We host against the Broncos. It's a 1:00 game. This one's a dub. Now, if this was in Denver, I would probably say this is a loss. But I think we're going to get the dub. All right. They're an up and coming team. They still got to get through their division of the Kansas City Chiefs. They have some growing to do. Sean Payton, this is his second year, I believe, second or third year. So I think he's going to have them boys ready to play. But we get the dub, and Eagles move on to 5-0. Week 6 against the Little Giants. This is a Thursday night football game, the second primetime game that we have. This is an away game playing at the Meadowlands. This is a dub. The Giants, they're just not good enough. They got a rookie quarterback, Brian Daboll. He's coaching for his life. So we got to really just finish him off, chop his head off, and put him in the grave. And that's about it. Eagles get the dub week 6. Week 7 against the Vikings. We go to Minnesota. JJ McCarthy, is he going to be healthy? Is he going to be playing up to par? I don't know. The Minnesota Vikings, they have a good team. Jordan Addison, is he going to be suspended by then? I don't know. Possibly. I think we're just a better team. Kevin O'Connell, he has some coaching growing pains to go get through. He took a whooping with Sam Darnold at the helm in the playoffs last year. Now he has this guy, but he hasn't instilled a whole lot of confidence this offseason. From the quotes that I've seen, it's been, we might have a competition. It hasn't been really, we're giving the reins to JJ McCarthy. So we're going to see what happens. We're still a better team, and hopefully by this time we're still healthy. So week 7 against the Vikings, we get the dub. I think this one might be good, though. It might be good. Eagles get the dub. We're 7-0 heading into week 8 against the Giants. This is another dub. The Giants will not get a dub against us until we fall off. And right now we're riding high. Our team's too good. and that's another dub. Especially we're playing in the link. No, it's not happening. All right, we're putting them in the dirt. Eagles get the dub. A week 9 bye. I don't know if I like this. I know I didn't like the week 6 bye earlier last year. But this one's okay. But we had a couple easy games going into the bye, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I guess we're gonna find out. So coming off the bye, we play the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay at Lambeau Field. That's a Monday Night Football game. So we get the full 2 weeks. So if there's any injuries or any nicks or whatever, or anything we need to clean up offensively or defensively, we can get that done in the 2 weeks coming off the bye. So Green Bay, they're not good enough. We're getting the dub. All right. Jordan Love, he's in a crossroads right now. Is he good? Is he not? He might just be mid. All right. And we know against us, you can't be mid. You got to be top tier. And we have the firepower to stop their wide receivers. We got the firepower to stop Josh Jacobs. And we definitely got the firepower to stop Jordan Love. Their defense is all right, but they lost some pieces. So I think we're going to put the beats on them and, call the ambulance. So week 10, we keep it rolling. 9-0 against the Green Bay Packers. Put them in the dirt. Week 11 at the link against the Detroit Lions. Now, this is one of the teams that's been talking a whole bunch of shit since we won our championships, and we got to put them in their place. They talking about if this, if that, if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. All right? They don't want to go through the steps, They just want to say, oh, we should have been in the championship game. Well, you should have beat the Redskins. That's what should have happened. If you want to talk about shoulda, woulda, coulda, you should have beat that rookie JD5, Mr. Poise. You should have beat him, but you didn't. So now you want to try to make this your championship game. We already know how they go in the regular season. They go super hard, but we're not letting them come into, step on our lawn and try to leave footprints. So we going to blast them with the AK. Eagles get the dub against the Lions. Week 12 against the Cowboys in Jerry World. This is at the Cowboys Stadium. If everybody is healthy, we're going to beat the brakes off of them. All right, we're going to beat the brakes off of them. And here's the thing that I didn't say about the week 1 matchup. Usually, the Cowboys are later in the season, maybe a week 8 after we got a couple games under our belt, after they got a couple games under their belt. There's a nice little build up to the game. They put the Cowboys week 1. That just shows that the league doesn't have any faith in the Cowboys. They try to get them out the way early. All right? Real early. They know that the Cowboys are going to be trash, and we know it too. So a beat down is coming. Week 12, put them in the dirt. We're undefeated up until this point. Week 13, this is a Black Friday game, so another primetime game. Our schedule's all effed up. This is the 5th primetime game against the Bears, Chicago Bears. They're going to be revamped. They have a revamped offense, new coach, Caleb Williams. I don't know how he's going to be playing at that time, but their defense is pretty good, but this is at home. If this was an away game, I would think about taking this L, but this is at the link, man. You're not coming to our house. The link, we have home field advantage. There is a real home field advantage at the link, all right? And we turn up and we show up and show out at the link, and the Bears, they don't got a shot. So Black Friday beatdown, you can book it. Week 14, Monday Night Football, Eagles, Chargers in LA. Now, I would say that the Chargers, they will win this game, but when Jalen Hurts,
The excellence of execution.
whenever he plays another perceived elite quarterback, he shows up and he shows out. He does not lose those games, all right? And Justin Herbert, yeah, he might be talented or whatever, and he throws the ball real pretty, but he does not win. And That's what the name of the game is. Jalen, he's going to do his thing. I think our defense, we're going to put them in their place, and we're going to be too much for them. You know, we're going to show them what a championship looks like. Week 14, we're getting the dub. Heading into week 15, we're still undefeated against the Raiders. We still have disdain and contempt for Chip Kelly for what he did to our roster. We had one of the most talented rosters at the time, and he broke it all up. So we still hate Chip Kelly. Pete Carroll is the head coach. Chip Kelly is the offensive coordinator. They got a new quarterback in Geno Smith, Ashton Genty. They got a couple receivers there, you know, below average, about average to below average receivers. But this is at home, at the link. We gonna slap these dudes up, yo. We really gonna slap them up. We gonna show them who's the boss.
Smack your goddamn daddy! Yeah! I'm gonna show you how to smack this motherfucker. You gonna give back everything you took. Each time you smack, you gonna give back every fucking thing you took. Don't hurt him, come on! Come on! What's going on? Please, come on! It's on me!
We got respect for Pete Carroll, but this ain't SC and this ain't 2012, so we gotta put him in the dirt. Week 16 against the Washington Redskins.
Simple Simon-ass motherfuckers.
Yeah.
This is in DC or Maryland, whatever you want to call it. We might drop this one. And this is going to get annoying. I don't want to lose to them because they just talk so much and they deserve so little. But we might drop this one. And that's all I gotta say about that. I'll say this is our first L of the season. It comes late. It's a division loss, but it's cool. We got some get back, maybe, depending on. We'll get there. So week 16, we take the L.
Yeah.
God damn!
Week 17 against Josh Allen, the Mickey Mouse MVP, and the Buffalo Bills. This is in Buffalo. This will be a tough game, but like I said before, whenever Jalen Hitman Hurts, whenever he plays the other perceived elite quarterbacks, he shows up and shows out, and this game will be no different. This will be a tough game, but I think we get the dub. I don't know how it's going to play out. It's going to be late in the season. We already have the division wrapped up. We already have the number 1 seed wrapped up. Maybe not the number 1 seed, but it'll be a close race. But we're going to want to get this win. So I'm going to say Eagles get the dub against the Buffalo Bills in a good old-fashioned beat 'em up slugfest against the Buffalo Bills. Book it. Week 18 against the Washington Redskins. Now, they might be fighting for their playoff lives at this point. It depends on if we play our starters or not, because we're going to have the first round bye, all right? We're going to have the first round bye. We're going to have the number 1 seed. I don't know if we're going to drop this game. If we still have Tanner McKee, then we're not dropping this game. But if we have to go with one of the other backups, it'll be tough. I'm gonna say we're gonna split with Washington one way or another. We're gonna beat them in their stadium, or they're gonna beat us in our stadium. But I'm gonna say everybody protects their house, and we get the dub week 18. So yeah, man, it looks like we only got one loss, and that's against the Redskins. Now, if I go back over it and just revise it, I think teams that we could lose to is week 2 against the Chiefs. I hate to say it, but week 4 against the Bucks. We're not losing any home games. I know that. And what the F is this? We don't have any back-to-back home games. That's what I'm saying, man. The league, they're out to get us, yo. They're out to get us. And, you know, I'm pretty spot on with the predictions. I did the prediction show last year, and I didn't post it. That was one of my first recordings that I ever did, but I didn't post it. I said we'd go 14-3, and there you have it. Yeah, I might post it. I might edit it and chop it down and post it just to see, you know, what I was thinking at the time. But yeah, man, there you have it. The 2025 schedule review. We just got to make it to the playoffs. Once we get it to the playoffs, it's one and done. And I trust my quarterback over everybody. All right. Over everybody. We take it one game at a time. That's why I know I can pick these games with conviction that we're going to win, because we don't look at the next schedule. We don't look at the next game on the schedule, especially not Jalen Hurts. He takes it one game at a time, and it trickles down. It trickles down. So shout out to Howie.
Who put this thing together? Me. That's who.
For putting together a roster that is formidable, that can repeat. We're going to put the best people on the field. We're going to see what happens in training camp. Vic Fangio, he's only used maybe 40% of his playbook. He said he's going to open it up to maybe 70, 80%. So it's going to get wicked out here, all right? It's going to get real dark for these offenses, but that will be our path to another Super Bowl victory and try to get this third Lombardi, you know? I know it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but just like Ric Flair said,
But to be the man, you gotta beat the man. Woo!
And we are the man, and you're not going to beat us. And it is what it is. But that's all I got. You know the deal.
Nigga, you gonna get down or you gonna fucking lay down?